winning a game where maybe it's not the best game your team played, but you get the 2 points and they're important?
We were exhausted. I mean, this is the worst case scenario, 4-game road trip, travel all day, come back and play. And I thought our players really gutted it up in the third period, did a hell of a job. We changed the lines. We got more energy from the change in the lines, in our opinion. Players really helped each other. Everybody knew halfway through the first period we had nothing. And they just helped each other the whole time. They stayed vocal on the bench. Any good thing that went on, guys were cheerleading each other, trying to help. It's a really good sign. It's a hell of a sign for absolutely zero in the tank. And to come up with 2 points is, for me, really, really impressive.
You talked not too long ago about when bad things happen, the group can sag. That unlucky bounce late in the game might have been something that buckled your team before. Did you like what you saw after that, and maybe in particular from Cam?
Look, I liked a lot in the third period. I liked a lot of things we did, and guys deserve an awful lot of credit for sucking up and playing through. Like when you see skilled players lose pucks in the middle of the ice with nobody around, that's just, they got nothing. They got no legs, they got nothing. And you're hoping they don't get hurt because their awareness isn't there. And then secondly, you're hoping you get a point or get points from the game. And to come out of that with 2 and to keep going and not get discouraged, we scored at the end and got those chances at the end because we refused to shut down on each other. We kept going and we kept pushing each other. And like I said, these games can really help you moving forward as a team because it's damn impressive what they did.
Ken, 32 minutes for Darnell Nurse, near that is. Maybe talk about how he's handling added responsibility and what he's making with his ice time right now.
Well, I'd rather talk about the guys we're leaning on. Look, we're leaning on players heavy. We're leaning on Nurse. I mean, Draisaitl played 28 minutes. Connor played 27 minutes. I mean, that's unbelievable. And we're leaning on guys hard. We got to make sure they got rest and days off. The practices for me until the break are irrelevant, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. I don't know. There's a double-day break in between the games that we'll get a couple of practices in, or one anyways. But right now, we're leaning heavy on our top guys, and they are the guys that are getting the job done. And, like I said, we could use a few more participants, but regardless, we got a lot of people who worked really hard today and with nothing in there. And those guys, like I said, they're going to be in the mid-20s as a forward group, and he's going to be 30 minutes until we break.
Ken, just to follow up on Darnell, since you've come here, you've been around for a long time, you've seen a lot of players evolve their game. He's talked about really wanting to improve as an offensive, in the offensive zone, just reading the play and such. What have you seen in the brief time with Darnell? Because his point totals, especially since Oscar has gone down and he's had more responsibility, he's really started to chip in a lot more. Tonight he had 8 shots. What are you seeing in the offensive instincts of Nurse and the evolution of that part of his game?
His focus on the ice has widened. He was very narrow when I first came here. He didn't see the 85 feet very well in the offensive zone, but he sees the 85 feet. And I think some of it comes from playing on a 1-3 power play, 1-3-1, where he's at the top by himself, so he's got to use both sides of the ice. But he's got very patience in high-pressure situation. He's got very patient in that area, which is, to me, great to see because we get some good news hopefully today or tomorrow on Clefbaum, and when he comes back, now we got 2 quarterbacks running the power play, and it gives us all kinds of options. And Darnell's just got, his vision has improved dramatically, the width part of the ice for me.
So there's 10 seconds left. How does the best player in the game get wide open in front of the net?
We looked at that. That was kind of chasing. And I thought we had it tied up. That's the same play that we had against the same setup. There's a certain play we use that put Draisaitl open again, And I thought that one was in for sure. So it's nice to see this one go in, but I thought Leon had the game tied up. I don't think anybody on the bench could believe that it didn't go in. But, you know, we caught a break on that one. They caught a break on their goal that gave them the lead, and we caught a break on that one when both defensemen left net front.
If you're a coach on your team, what are you thinking with that much time left? Just make sure that one guy we cover is the guy who's won 2 scoring titles, or what?
Well, I think for us, it's, you know, there are certain rules that you want, but the game was so crazy in that zone because we had the puck in the goal crease 5 times, and I think you're trying to get a handle on it. I get what's going on, but like I said, we didn't get a break. 30 seconds before that, we thought we had it tied up. We didn't get a break, and then we got a break on that one.
Just to follow up, was there a measurable change in Clefbaum's timeline, or you mentioned?
No, I don't think
Or?
need him skating with the group. You know, we're hoping that that he gets good news here this week or at the end of this week, and that he's able to skate with our group. And then once he's on the ice with us, or once he's on the ice handling the puck or skating, or, you know, doing things with the puck, then we know our timeline. We're still thinking that it's post-break, but you don't know. Once he hits the ice, you don't know. You know, Klingberg was the same thing. They thought it was 8 and it ended up 6, so we don't know. But we'll hopefully by the end of the weekend here, he's going to be cleared to do more activity. Okay.